Welcome to The Hidden Scrolls, where we focus on history, folklore, and mythology. Have you ever walked alone at night and felt a sudden chill crawl down your spine, as if unseen eyes were watching from the shadows? Across the world, whispers of shadowy creatures haunt our darkest stories, beings that move silently, that prowl, that pounce. They are not wolves nor spirits, but something else, something feline. This is the tale of the Werecats, a myth that slinks through cultures, claws through time, and hides behind glowing eyes in the dark. Europe, the witching hour. In the heart of medieval Europe, not all shapeshifters howled at the moon. Some purred. In old European folklore, werecats weren't mighty lions or monstrous beasts. They were often thought to be ordinary domestic cats, transformed from humans through ancient secrets or mysterious curses. Some grew large, panther-sized even, but they weren't always seen as monsters. Instead, they were witches. Yes, even without casting spells or conjuring storms, shape-shifting into a cat was enough to be branded a sorcerer, or more often a sorceress. During the brutal witch trials, to transform was to be condemned. Man or woman, it didn't matter. If you could take the form of a cat, you were the devil's kin. It wasn't about magic, it was about fear. And cats, with their glowing eyes and silent paws, made fear look beautiful. Africa, children of the gods. Now we travel to the warm, whispering winds of Africa, where the stories grow even wilder. Here the werecats are not witches, they are gods. Legends tell of WereLions, Werepanthers, and Wereleopards, not mere mortals cursed or blessed to change, but beings touched by the divine. In some tales, these werecats are born when leopard deities take human lovers. Their children walk between worlds, sometimes human, sometimes beast. In royal tales, the power to transform into a lion is tied to kingship. A mighty ruler in life, returned as a lion in the next. But some stories are more chilling. There are whispers of the Nunda, or the Mungwa. This creature stalks Tanzanian villages by night. It's said to be more savage than a lion and more agile than a leopard. No one has ever caught one, but in 1938, a British officer named William Hitchens was told of its attacks. Giant paw prints were found. People were vanishing, but Hitchens dismissed it. He thought it was just a big lion, but the villagers knew better. They believed it was one of them. Asia, the tiger's curse. In Asia, the werecat takes its most fearsome form yet, the tiger. In India, tales of the were-tiger speak of sorcerers, men who walk among us, but who, when provoked, become man-eating beasts. These stories crept westward, whispered across trade routes and jungles. In China, the stories are even stranger. Some say were-tigers are the result of hereditary curses. Others claim they are ghosts, the spirits of those mauled by tigers, returned to curse the living. But it's in Thailand that the legend sharpens its claws. They call it the Suaya Saming, the Saming tiger. Once, in the time of King Rama V, tales spoke of a sorcerer whose 3 students stole a sacred oil from Cambodia. They rubbed it on their skin and became tigers. But the transformation came with a hunger. One student roamed through Chantaburi province, killing 5 people. He was no longer a boy, he was a Saming, and no ritual could bring him back. Unless you struck him with a shoulder pole or covered his footprints with coconut shells. That might force him back into human form. Unless he had tasted human flesh, then he was lost forever. In Malaysia and Indonesia, they speak of harimau jadian, WereTigers born from bloodlines, spells, or deep meditation. One legend tells of Dato Paroi, a legendary were-tiger who led a host of tigers through the forests of Negeri Sembilan. In Java, shape-shifting isn't always sinister. The tiger may protect plantations, scaring off wild pigs at night, but anger him or deny him food, and you may not live to regret it. He'll come back as a beggar, and if you turn him away, he'll return, not for charity, but for revenge. The Americas, jaguar warriors. Now cross the oceans with me to the Americas, to the ancient jungles of Mesoamerica, where the jaguar was more than a predator. It was a god. Among the Aztecs, the jaguar was worshipped, feared, and emulated. There were no mere stories of men turning into beasts. There were priests and warriors who donned the skins of jaguars, not in myth, but in reality. They believed the spirit of the jaguar gave them strength. They were known as the jaguar warriors, a sacred brotherhood of fighters who embodied the were-jaguar spirit. But deeper still, beyond the reach of history, is the legend of the were-jaguar itself, a being neither man nor beast, but something in between. Its image is carved into stone, drawn on ancient pottery, and whispered in the tongues of the ancestors. Even today, in the heart of the jungle, there are those who believe that some people still carry the jaguar within. From the forests of Europe to the mountains of Asia, from African savannas to South American temples, the legend of the werecat stretches across the globe. Some are cursed, some are divine, some seek justice, others blood. But all share a secret hidden in the shadows, that beneath the skin of man, the cat still prowls. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of werecats, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell so you don't miss our next tale from the shadows. And tell us in the comments, which werecat story haunts you the most?